the Aragon C Striker, 45 millimeter black, right in the middle. The moment I opened the box, I was in love with it. I was in love with it for a lot of reasons very, very quickly. The contrast between the red and the black, I just love it. This matte black finish, I love it. One of the biggest reasons that I instantly fell in love with it, you'll notice that I have two other Aragon watches on the table here, and these are the M50s. And let's just say that maybe the C Striker is the little brother to the M50, right? I was honestly hoping this was going to be the case, right? So when Wing said that the 50 millimeter version of the C Striker was going to have a 5 millimeter bracelet, that's what the M50 has. And I said, I can't think of any other 5 millimeter. I mean, maybe there are. And so when he described it as a 5 millimeter and then that there was going to be a smaller one for the smaller variants, I was very, very hopeful that this was the particular bracelet that was going to be used. And I love this bracelet. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. I was filled with joy when I saw that the case is, I would say, nearly identical to the M50, right? The position of the crown size is a little bit smaller. That's very respectable for this being the 45. I don't have one of the 50 millimeter C Strikers. I should have got one. I could not be happier with this. I think that this was the right decision with the bezel. I think that this was the right decision with the hands. I was a little nervous. I'll pull over one of my other Tritium watches. I was a little nervous that we were going to see the return of these hands. We see these hands a lot on a lot of the different Tritium style watches. And so to see that we have the same hands as the M50, I was very, very pleased. So this feels the same, right? This the crown here, it feels the same. It's it's heavy. It's heavy, just like its big brother. It's heavy. I don't have the 50 millimeter C Striker, but I'm willing to bet you it weighs almost the same as the M50. And so I am hopeful. I'm very hopeful that in the future there is going to be a 45 with as much tritium as the M50. I would be very, very excited if that was the case. So it looks like, because this does have that drop off where it fits really, really nicely. This is 6.5 inch wrist, right? It fits really nicely. I'm hopeful that I can put a silicone strap on this one. I think this was recommended with a gray silicone strap, I think. So I may pick up a silicone strap to fit on here as well. And if there are more variants with this case design, I am sold. I am sold on this design 1,000%. This is probably my most favorite bracelet. I love the exposition case back with the blue decorated rotor. It's very nice. The bezel, I've already seen some conversations about the choice of colors. I love it. I love this bezel. And honestly, right, with the M50, maybe there could have been more design opportunity with this bezel, right? However, it fits really, really well. This was a lovely evolution of this case. And to see that there's this nice deep dimension, this high canyon for the tritium, that's really great. Now, one thing that's different between the M50 and this new C Striker, I haven't seen anyone talk about it yet, and I guess I don't need the calipers for this. And maybe I'll post some pictures, but let's see. Look at the crystal there. Right, this is very noticeable. So that crystal is beveled right there on the edge. There you go. It's beveled there. If that's by design, that's genius, because looking at it face on and tilting it, you can see it gives additional dimension to that inner, I don't know if it's a chapter ring on the inside. It gives a really, really nice second dimension, actually very similar to the Dive Master 3. So the Dive Master 3, it's got that bubble glass where that gives that illusion that there's more dimension to it. The C Striker, whether this was part of the design or not, right? It's doing the same thing. There you go. There you can see the tritium vial is captured inside of that bevel there. And just holding your wrist and tilting it around, you get that extra dimension in there. This thing, I opened the box and I probably stared at it for about a quarter second and immediately closed the box and said, yes, I'm very, very happy with this. So outstanding design. I'm looking forward to seeing more from this case.